Hi everyone, welcome to Make It with Alice, your channel for communications, confidence, and public speaking skills. I started this channel because I wanted to communicate all of the lessons and insights that I've learned in my career as a public speaker. So we're going to get right into it. Why is public speaking important? Let's talk about that. Public speaking on the stage or in any room is what helps you connect with other people. It helps you get what you want. It helps you land a job interview. It helps you with relationships. I cannot tell you how many people have told me that they don't enjoy talking to people. Now, how do you expect to have a relationship if you can't talk to people? Now, I'm going to give you simple insights on how to make a conversation organic, and especially when you are in the environment of giving a presentation. A presentation is an idea you want to share, a pitch. It could be a concern that you have, and this is in any setting. So this is really important for those of you that are watching. Is I'm always trying to give those simple insights on having conversations and presenting. This is going to be great. So when you are presenting and you're speaking in front of another person, the first thing you have to understand is that people notice your energy first before what comes out of your mouth. They notice your aura. They notice your presence. They notice your. It's just the vibration that you have, the frequency. And I know you've probably, heard it sometimes, but like your smile and your thoughts emit a vibration. So you don't have to be overbearing or too energetic, but when you walk into a room, your smile and your sense of calm is what's attractive. Remember, people are attracted to people who are calm. They seem more confident. So, what is confidence? Confidence is having the mastery over something. And how do you get mastery? By failing over and over again and refining your skills, sharpening that sword. You've heard that. If you've noticed, many masters are super calm. Now, what I do when I speak is I think about the outcome that I want. So I'm a writer and I visualize everything. And I play back scenes in my mind. I imagine conversations. And of course, sometimes it's awkward to go into the room and just say, hey, how are you? And you're trying to talk to the person and they're just not having it. But it's okay because there's plenty of other people in the room. The important thing about public speaking is having in your mind what you want. That's the first thing. And envisioning what you want. The second thing is you have to read the room. You have to understand who your audience is. And then you adjust your communication. It's not enough to just show up and be like, this is Alice and this is what I do. I mean, I work with students from around the world, from Germany, to Afghanistan and to Kuwait, Poland, like people from all around the world. They're students. I'm teaching communication skills, and they're also clients who share with me some difficult moments from their life. I cannot just be like, hey, oh my God, you'll be all right. I have to listen and just confirm what I've heard and validate what I've heard. A lot of communications is listening, acknowledging what you've heard, and also to read the room. Going back to reading the room, you can totally ask the audience, how's everybody feeling today? And crack a joke. That's a really good one. When you're actually in the room, say a joke. I used to do this when I was speaking on stage in Seattle and even in South Korea. I just said a joke. And the cool thing is that people laugh and then they're not so, they automatically get a dopamine hit. They're super excited, they're relaxed, and then they're willing to listen to you. Imagine you just walk on stage or walk in front of someone stiff and scared. Do you expect that that person's going to be comfortable around you? Probably not. Asking questions is always a good start. Asking people how they feel is excellent. Cracking a joke at the beginning of your presentation is, hey guys, I don't want to bore you to death, so let's just get right into the presentation. You want to have, this leads me to the next point, you want to have a tagline or an opening hook. Opening hook is like the opening statement. In a book, people remember the first line and the last line of your novel and short stories. And I've just released a novel. It's called Love You Again. It's a collection of short stories. I'll be releasing novels. So it's actually a short story collection. And I always remember the first and last sentence is what we remember. So think of it like you're writing your own story when you're speaking in front of others. And this is why it's extremely important to start with a story. The hook is a lead in to your presentation, but then people relate to your story. I mean, you can give a presentation, but they're more interested in about you. And what about you is how did you overcome your challenges? Why are they interested? Because they're having the same issue. So they want to know how you were able to overcome it so they can be inspired and they can feel something and they can feel like they can do it too. I talk a lot about just having that emotional intelligence and understanding and validating people's emotions and insecurities. You know, a lot of the times people think I'm all the time confident. It's not true. Partially it's true, but the other part is I failed hundreds of times. I've been rejected even in high school. You know, I had Bugs Bunny teeth and I looked like a boy. I had a short bob cut and I used to wear clothes after my brother. And, you know, part of what gives me the confidence is I've recorded hundreds of these videos on YouTube, and you have to give yourself grace and know that, like, you just have to get up and do it again and keep recording and just not have, just have realistic expectations. You know, I'm just doing these like videos, very short, a few minutes, and hopefully like you guys like the video, but I don't know. And you'll tell me. And I guess when you, this leads me to the last point, you ask for feedback. How did I do? Where could I have made my speech better? Where can I improve my communication? And then you want to work with a coach or someone that helps you speak in front of people. And definitely I could support you in that. Whether it's me or someone else, you want to get feedback. We become better, we become masters with feedback. Feedback being that question, how can I improve? You're not going to be perfect until you're practicing a lot. And even then you won't be perfect. Like you're going to keep trying it out and keep improving. So I hope this was super helpful and this gives you some hope when you're speaking in front of others. Don't worry, you're going to be super awesome as a public speaker. And we end with each episode with do the best that you can every day. Thanks for watching.